am Dawn, spiritual waitress, specializing in mind realignment, manifestation, and motivational speaking. When I created Antithesis Realignment, and the moment I created the spiritual waitress, everything my clients are telling me, everything that they're experiencing, everything they're complaining about is everything that they're ordering in. So where the statement came in, you are what you order, and people understand it as manifesting. This is literally you connecting to your subconscious. Now, the subconscious is made up of 90% of what you do every single day. And we leave in hibernation the consciousness. So I would love for you to donate charitably your beautiful time and energy and words and sharing some things about you, and allow me to embrace you while I write and listen and channel.
I've been with my wife since high school, going on 18 years. We have 3 kids, 16, 14, and 8. It's my 2 boys and my daughter. So family's a big thing for me. The whole reason why I go into entrepreneurship, so I can be the type that doesn't have to ask for permission to get the day off. I don't have to factor, building somebody else's dream. I can show my kids how to build their own dream. We had the hurricane come through recently, and so we're like, "Ooh, let's watch some end of the world movies," because they were telling us that it was going to be all crazy, and it wasn't. It was so weak. So I was really disappointed. It's supposed to be the first tropical storm in California is since 84 years, and nothing.
And tell me about how you feel about yourself mentally and physically.
Now pretty good. I'm in a good headspace. Last year was pretty crazy. There was a lot of chaos. It could be, somewhat family chaos, somewhat business chaos. It was kind of like I was spending too much time on the business, not enough time on the family, that it wasn't balanced enough. But date nights, every Thursday, me and the wifey do date nights. It's non-negotiable. There's nothing, I don't care what it is. Everything would be canceled to make sure we have date nights. And that's been very effective. It helps with me and the wifey getting more connected, having fun experiences, getting to enjoy just time alone. And I want to continue that. It's been almost 2 years in a row now that we have not missed a week. And that's going to be kind of a big focus for me over the next coming years.
Let's go back to the chaos.
I would say it's more just that dynamic of focusing too much on business. I get kind of addicted to things when I first figure out an idea. I took over a company in 2021 that took over like half my time, my availability. Just literally was donating my time. I got no salary. I wasn't getting paid. Kind of made family dynamics a little difficult. So it was like, why are you spending so much time building this idea that you're just giving away? I mean, it is a business, but I wasn't factoring myself. I was just giving my time to make sure the project was still alive. Literally generated the lowest amount of revenue in our business history in 2020.
How did that make you feel?
I would say somewhat burned out and realizing I had too much on my plate. It was like, okay, I can't do this on my own. That's the challenge I have, is delegation. So trying to bring somebody else into the fold and trusting them enough with process, not necessarily my forte.
Is that still the case now?
I would say so. Yeah, I mean, most of everything I do, I create a system for it that would be an automated process versus training a human. I would rather figure out a systematic way to automate it and delegate the process that way than to train a human on it.
Do you know why you find it challenging to delegate?
Probably the patience factor. Because I move at a very fast pace, very meticulous with data. So having somebody else manage that has always been very difficult. And that's one of the biggest parts of my business, is just managing the data.
Do you believe there are other people out there that can do it?
Definitely, 100%.
Your energy is beautifully blessed. Your core is traveling at a very, very relaxing pace, which I love. There are a few things that I would like to go through with you. Apart from your patience, is there anything else that really challenges you?
The delegation is the biggest thing, I would say. And that's just always comes down to patience and time management once I start producing really good results.
Would you say that is maintaining momentum?
Yeah, once I get the momentum going, that's when I just put it in neutral. We've got a lot of stuff going on. I'm busy enough. Let's just put it in neutral.
The reason that I do what I do, Manny, is because I can relate to everybody. Literally, no matter what has happened with my clients, I can relate to them. You said, I grew up poor. I understand what you mean. Would you change anything that happened in your childhood?
I look at life as that everything actually does truly happen for a reason. If I didn't get left in a car, if I didn't go through the foster care system, get adopted by this very specific family after 8 attempts, where I had to go move in with this family, had to go to end up going to this school, where my wife happened to be at that same school. If life happened the way I wanted it, or I think I wanted it, would have never met her. This is the concept of me when I say I'm too blessed to be stressed. There's thousands of blessings I can look at. I mean, I'm talking to you virtually.
I get it that you tell people, okay, I grew up poor. The biggest investment you can never have is your time, energy, and focus, more than money. Your return on investment from investing this and your power of thought and feeling will have repercussions, will have that reciprocal effect. The antithesis of I grew up poor, we are now going to erase that statement, I grew up blessed. When you shift and you release and let go of that habitual programming in your system that keeps going over, the triggers keep reminding you, I grew up blessed. Even though I was an orphan, even though I was in foster care, I grew up blessed. You are now connecting to such a higher frequency. Everything that you experienced made you so resilient today. If you had grown up in a very rich environment, you wouldn't be sitting here, you wouldn't have met your wife, and you wouldn't have had that journey. So we embrace it. I asked you about your challenge. You said, I have a challenge with delegation. As you say this, we'll talk about frequency because it's always about frequency. You can't hear another radio station if you're tuned into this one. If you continue to say, I struggle with delegation, you are confirming to the universe that you are not prepared to be open to receive support, because Manny, there most definitely are other Mannys out there. You are unique, yes, but you keep projecting out and transmitting to a universal screen that I struggle with delegation. You are restricting yourself from those people who are very capable and actually who probably dream to work with you as your protege. That order, I struggle with delegation. I have no patience to show someone, what would you order? All the time that you struggle to delegate, you are creating thick barriers. If you shift to what is the antithesis of I struggle to delegate, and we turn it into I'm open up to support, that energy that comes with opening up the support network, you will get a phone call, you will get a text message saying, Manny, I really appreciate your time, and I ask you nothing except for, can I just work with you? I'm so passionate. You will buzz at the fact that there is a mini Manny.
I know, I thought I birthed him, but he doesn't want to work with me.
We cannot force anybody to do anything unless they've chosen to do it, because it's all about choice. Are you able to shift that statement? Because that's all it is. It's an order, it's a statement, it's a manifestation. If you had, let's say, 2 proteges, and you sit back and you watch them, you do this, and it will happen. So can you tell me what the antithesis realignment of I struggle with delegation is?
I'm open to support.
Because you're such a high vibrational energy, your support is going to be these dynamic, vivacious characters. So you prefer to work for yourself instead of asking anybody else for permission. I have never asked for a day off. The antithesis to that statement, do you know what it is?
No.
You do, because you're a smart man. So the antithesis is the complete opposite. You simply move it to, I am in full control of my time.
So it's like, instead of going into a negative talk about something, we turn it into the positive way of expressing that.
The same energy and focus and time it takes for you to say, I was so disappointed with what I watched. You are now transmitting out information that you're attracting more reasons to feel disappointed. Everything is a learning, right? So instead of saying, I was so disappointed with what we watched, you say, I love learning. I love new experiences. We have to be so conscious of this language that we are using in order to shift the surrounding energies, to maintain that we are always attracting everything that we are blessed with. One more thing. I kind of get addicted to things. Now, addicted, it means that you're not in control because you're losing that ability to focus on, well, I'm so addicted, it means you're neglecting something else.
That's what was happening. That was the issue, is that I was focusing more time and effort on something that was just new and exciting and missing what was necessary on this side that needed to be done.
Okay, so you're never addicted to anything now. So
probably my wife. Yeah, I'm addicted to her for sure.
An addiction is actually a passion. So instead of saying I'm addicted to something, I am passionate about this. I'm so passionate that I will dedicate every single time and energy and effort into it.
I'm just going to have you walk around with me, and every time I say something negative, you're going to give me the antithesis of it.
It's not me to normally tell you. You start to recondition your conscious mind. And as they say it and they feel it, they're reconditioning the subconscious belief system. Everything that you have said, about maintaining momentum, it's all to do with you being in control, and you have control. It's all choice and perception and your own delegation. I love what you're doing. I love your family orientation.
Love it. Awesome. This works really well. I think this could help a lot of our members, our clients that need this type of rewiring of sorts, to stop looking at, like, I have some members that just can't see the positive from what they have in front. I'm like, you have this, and this. Like, I just don't get it. I don't see it. So I like this. This is going to work.
Spiritual Waitress will bring you what you order.
I like that.
Of what you're ordering.